Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. My name is Sergeant Brenda Wimpenny, the Media Relations Officer for the Combined Forces Special Enforcement Unit of BC. Today, the CFSEU-BC is announcing a new strategy in the form of reward and partnership with the Bolo Program, assisted by Metro Vancouver Crime Stoppers, in our efforts to bring Conor to justice for the 2009 murder of Kevin LeClaire and his role in the brazen violence that was brought to the streets of British Columbia for several years. We'll open the press conference with comments from Chief Superintendent Trent Rolfe, Chief Officer of the CFSEU-BC. He will then turn it over to Max Langlois, Head of the Bolo Program. And then finally, you'll hear from Executive Director Linda Annis from Metro Vancouver Crime Stoppers. The CFSEU-BC would like to thank both the Bolo Program and Metro Vancouver Crime Stoppers for being here with us today.
In 2006, CFSEU-BC began a drug investigation into the UN gang under Project E-Prada. That investigation exposed the violent nature of the gang and uncovered an ongoing conspiracy to murder their rivals, the Bacon brothers and the Red Scorpions. In 2009, at the conclusion of E-Patroon, 8 members of the UN gang were arrested and charged for various violent offenses relating to the ongoing gang conflict. The courts have described those events as a human safari. Following those arrests, IHIT and CFSEU joined forces and commenced E-Prion, an investigation into the UN gang's continuing violence. To date, there have been 18 arrests and 12 convictions for serious offenses, including murder and conspiracy to commit murder. However, despite these successes, the UN gang has remained a presence in the LMD gang landscape. I want to now specifically speak about Conor DeMonte. In 2008, when then gang leader Clay Rouche was incarcerated in the United States, Conor DeMonte took over as leader of the gang. In that role, we believe Conor DeMonte was responsible for planning and ordering the murders of rival gang members. In January 2011, DeMonte was charged with first-degree murder of Kevin LeClaire and the conspiracy to murder the Bacon brothers and Red Scorpions. However, before the investigators could arrest DeMonte, he fled Canada and has led investigators on an international manhunt. Since that time, investigators have continued to follow up on tips and leads in an effort to locate DeMonte and bring him back to Canada and face justice. One of DeMonte's hitmen, Corey Valley, also fled apprehension, but information surfaced that led investigators to Mexico, where he was arrested and returned to Canada to be prosecuted. As you know, Corey Valley was recently found guilty for murdering Kevin LeClaire and conspiring to murder the Bacons and Red Scorpions, and he received 2 life sentences for these crimes. The power of information by the public cannot be understated. The eyes of the police are few, but the eyes of the public are many. We need those people who have information to tell us where Conor DeMonte is so we can return him to justice, return him to Canada, just as was done with Corey Valley. Conor DeMonte and his followers have brought an unprecedented level of violence to the streets of British Columbia. It's important to our community that we all hold those gang members accountable for their actions. It's equally important that we let no criminal take solace in the passage of time. I want to be clear, we're not looking for witnesses. We're not looking for anyone additional to testify. This case is ready to go to trial. We are only looking for the location of Conor DeMonte so we can arrest him. There is now a $100,000 reward for information leading to his arrest, and the loyalties of his associates will be tested. Others have been turned in for less.
It's a great pleasure for me to be here in Surrey this morning, of course, to launch the Bolo Program Amplification campaign for the Conor DeMonte Most Wanted case. The Bolo Program is a Canadian public safety innovation project launched in Toronto in May 2018 in cooperation with the Toronto Police Service. The program has since expanded to other Canadian cities and is extremely pleased to reach the west coast of Canada today with this launch in the Lower Mainland. The Bolo Program's mission is to encourage citizens to be on the lookout for Canada's most wanted, so they help keep our community safe by summoning tips to assist the police to arrest these suspects. We do that by acting as an amplifier for the priority most wanted requests of Canadian Police Services and by assisting them and their community partners like Crime Stoppers to offer the right incentives for members of the public to submit tips. So simply put, We make sure Canadians get to see these notices so they can play their role in public safety. And we do this by reaching them at the right time, at the right place, and by using the right innovative means. Some important facts about the Bolo program. The program is an initiative of the Stéphane Chrétien Foundation and is completely funded by this Canadian charitable organization. So our amplification campaigns are 100% free to police services. We are 100% complementary to police services as well. We don't interfere with investigations or activities of police services. We work exclusively with case information that's already available to the public. And then what we do in a nutshell is that we take that information, we repackage it, and we boost it to unprecedented levels using all relevant means and channels. I'd like to thank the leaders of the Combined Forces Special Enforcement Unit of British Columbia, as well as Metro Vancouver Crime Stoppers, for the tremendous support in launching this amplification campaign. We wouldn't be here today without their devotion to keep British Columbia and Canada safe. Over the next few weeks, millions of Canadians will come across the DeMonte Most Wanted notice on their social media feeds, on various online platforms, or simply as a drive-by or walk around the Lower Mainland. The Bolo program is also thrilled to set the precedent by offering its first reward, as mentioned, in cooperation with Metro Vancouver Crime Stoppers. The Bolo program is pleased to offer a reward up to $100,000 for any information leading to the arrest of Conor DeMonte. This reward is available until July 30th, 2019. I encourage everyone to help us keep Canada safe by being on the lookout for Conor DeMonte. If you know or think you may know something on the whereabouts of DeMonte, I urge you to submit your tip to the authorities or Crime Stoppers as soon as possible in order to take advantage of the significant reward that is offered.
This is by far the largest ever award that Metro Vancouver has ever offered, and it demonstrates the necessity to resolve this long-standing issue of locating Conor DeMonte. At Crime Stoppers, we fully understand who knows where his whereabouts are, that they likely may have some reservations about coming forward. They may fear for their own personal safety or for reprisal of family or loved ones if their name is included and the evidence goes to the police. With Crime Stoppers, you can anonymously call us and give us your tip or download our app, P3, on the Apple or Android phones. You can also call us at 1-800-222-TIPS or report your tip online through the website, solvecrime.ca, or by using a link on our Facebook page. We will always guarantee the anonymity. No one will ever be questioned or will have to testify. We urge anyone with information to come forward and report your tip anonymously to Crime Stoppers. If you have the information on Conor DeMonte, please call us. Thank you very much.